All right, random little park. Quick search. Happy New Year's Day. X-Terra Pro 6-inch Equinox coil. Let's see what I can find. One is like a 70. Looks like a washer. A big washer. That was it. A shallow 60, let's call it a 62. I'm seeing 67 also, but I'm going to call it 62. It's only showing one bar down. Surprised we aren't seeing it yet. Alright. It's down a little bit, I guess. Maybe it's a little bigger. There it is. There it is. Oh, it's a key with a piece of wire attached to it. Wonder what's going on here. This is looks like it's off limits, but I'm gonna risk it and go in. Okay, I'm in the restricted, fenced-in, coned area, and I've got a decent sounding 38. This whole area is, there we go. It's a pesky pull tab. It looks like a 25-26. Oh, there it is. What is that? Looks like it could be copper. It's a little bit green. Huh. A little rolled over piece of copper pipe or something. I don't know what this thing is. Well, we'll try to figure it out. It's something that's folded over like that. There's a 66, 69, and random numbers in between, I think. Oh, it's hard. Let's see. Go like that. Oh, it's a piece of oh, look at that. It's like an ID tag bracelet. Interesting. Looks like it could be a little old. Okay. Looks like maybe we got a potential quarter over here. Right under these leaves. Right there. And that chunk of mud. Nope, a little further. Another chunk coming out right there. No. It is this thing. What is that thing? It looks like a roll of a rolled up piece of something. Could be copper, maybe. Okay, a little copper looking, a little green looking. I'll unfold it. Let's see. Yeah, it's very soft like copper. I think it's just a roll of copper. Okay. Looks like a 62, 63. I don't think we didn't get many coins yet. Maybe it's a penny. Is that it right there? That was it. And it is a penny. And it's a nice 90-degree penny. Partially folded. Victim of the lawnmower, maybe. All right. Looks like a good solid 80, 82. Fairly shallow. Right in here. There it is. A copper penny, maybe. I think so. Maybe a weedy. Let's go over to the sun and look. I think that's what we got. Sure enough, it's a weedy. It is, I see a 40, maybe 44. 44 weedy. Yeah, like that. There's a cool one. No detector needed. Right in there. Look at that. A marble. Oh, half of a marble. Split in half. Oh well. Thought it was a whole marble. 27. Is that a nickel sticking out right there? Do you see that one? It's just right there. I think that's a nickel. Sure is. Maybe it's an older one. This whole area has been buried for quite some time. That one is going to take a little work to get to the date, but we'll check it out. Okay, another solid 7980. That's fairly shallow. I'd love to pull another weedy. That would be kind of cool. Maybe a little big for a coin. It is this right here. It's a big chunk of, I think it's a big chunk of lead. Yeah. Real heavy. All right, it's a big weight of some sort. Any clue? A couple of bolt holes there, rusted bolts through it. It is real heavy. Okay, we're in the mid-high 70s. Didn't really want to go over here. It's a little soft. Okay, let's do a quick investigation like this. See what that does. Oh, there it is right there. It didn't even have to pinpoint it. I see it right there. Another penny. Let's take a look at it. Cool if there's another weedy. Possible weedy. Sure looks like it. I think I see it says 1 cent right there. If I'm not mistaken, yep, 1 cent. This one's a little bent. And this one's a little dirtier than the last one, so yeah. There's a surface find, but definitely metal. It is a watch band. Very lightweight. Wonder where the rest of the watch is. All right, something. Oh, it's a pull tab. But we got something else over here too. Where'd it go? There we go. And I don't even have to dig, it's right there. This one looks like maybe a copper penny. Really strong, 69.70. Oh, is that it right there? Looks like that's it. Some kind of like a nut or something. It's very rusty. 50-52 right here. There we go. Another old cap. I think it's a cap. Can't really tell. That is curious. Look at that. Looks like a little container of some sort. Okay. Let's take a little closer look at this thing. There's a little bit of a design on it. And I think I'm going to be careful with this one. Doesn't look like junk. I don't hear anything inside of it, but it is like a little old container. Any ideas before I clean it up? Looks like it might be made out of copper. Okay, let's see if we got our first quarter finally. Underneath these leaves, 88, 89. Oh no, it's a vape. Okay, definitely quarter numbers. All right, that's gonna do it for our little hunt in the forbidden zone here. I snuck in this area that's been demolished, old tennis court or something. Found a few interesting little items, a couple of Wheaties, some other little oddities. We'll look it over next. All right, we're back now. Let's take a look at this stuff. Got mostly junk up here, an old Budweiser beer can, a piece of, I think this is just like cast aluminum. The usual garbage. Piece of copper here that it was rolled up. I flattened it out and I can tell it's copper. This I'm not sure about, a bottle cap. What about this guy? Can you identify that? It is a chunk of lead with two bolts through it. I don't know, what was it on a, you know, sometimes you see big clamps on power lines, support cables. I don't know if it's something like that. I don't know. You guys let me know. I have no idea. And we'll get down here. We got a vape, a little crock charm, a battery, a washer, a nut. This was cool, marble, but only half. Disappointing. Cool old marble. Watch band, a key on a long, I guess you can call it a bread tie. This little guy here, I'm not sure what it is. It's aluminum, and it has a little bit of writing there on it. It's a serial number or something possibly, and it's only part. We're missing the other part there. Anyone identify that for me, please? Thank you. A bent penny, and a little nicer copper penny, a newer nickel, and a not so old nickel, but it's in really bad shape. Okay, we've got a couple of old pennies here. A Wheatie. This one's in 1944. That one I could read clearly. This one a little tougher to read, but I scraped away at the date and I can see it's a 48. And it's a little bit mangled. I got this guy here is an ID tag type bracelet. It looks like the base material is copper. Maybe it was plated at one time. I tried brushing away a bit, but I can't read anything on it. Maybe a little more cleaning would reveal something for me. And I don't know how old it is. It could be relatively old. Most of the stuff here is pretty old. It was under that concrete slab, so I was surprised to find, like this thing here, I thought, it's just a piece of folded metal. And then I cleaned it up and I realized, and I'll shoot in a little closer with another camera, it's got some engraving on it. It looks like an airplane right here. And then this looks like some kind of like a snake or a fish or something. It's really hard to see. It's not, you know, it's corroded pretty bad. But I guess my best guess for this one would be like an old cigarette filter type thing from, you know, 1920s or 30s, because if you think that's what that is, or you know what that is, let me know on that one too. And I think it's 1920s because this is definitely 1920s. This guy cleaned up and it's got plenty of writing on it, and I can tell exactly what it is. Right in the middle on the bottom here, it says Rouge. Company name is Cotty of New York. And on the top it says Airspun, and it is a little Rouge compact that has a little hinge here, and it would flip open like that. And I'm not going to try opening it because it's crumbling. It'll probably fall apart if I try to move it around at all. So I'm going to leave it like that. It looks cooler like that anyway. So that's kind of an old find for the area I'm in. I found that little area where that, you know, the concrete was missing, so I was able to dig into an old area there. It looked like a lot of little bits of plates and terracotta, maybe roof tile or something. So cool little hunt, just a little different stuff, not your typical like fresh drops like, you know, the parks and the beaches, but a little bit of like relic hunting for me, which is unusual, right? All right, that'll do it for this one. Thanks again. Thanks so much for such a good year. I had a nice 6 months on YouTube. We've been doing really good, and it seems like you guys like what I'm shooting and what I'm doing. It makes me feel good to know that people are enjoying it, and you guys have a good 2024 coming up here. We will see you again real soon. I got a lot more videos coming up. Bye-bye.